we try harder. So we as a teachers here are trying harder with the students so that they understand the topic in the different of way that is possible, to the easiest and simplified way it is possible to teach and the student can understand, right? By doing this, we are saying that we are providing 100% live and interactive class. Right now we are live at YouTube, so you are there watching this video live, right? So I can see a couple of students there commenting, hi ma'am, hi everyone, welcome to Swiflearn platform, the channel where we connect live. But what about the students which were not able to come today? Right, so they have some problem when they watch this video. So for that we have made a solution. So we have come up with a solution that you can join our platform where there will be a teacher there who will teach you in an interactive way. So it's not like a theoretical one. Keep on, ma'am is saying, right? We always say, ma'am, why she's always giving us lectures? Yes, so here it's not a lecture class, whereas it's a way of interaction where a student and we can connect and understand what is the matter. Why is that student not able to understand? Right. And to know that, to give that attention and say that we are working harder on students, we have made a system which has this attendance, right? The capacity or the people or the students which will be there in a class is maximum of 6. So we will not have more students in that 1 hour, but yeah, we will have a connection with 6 students present up there at a maximum. Right, and then I'll be able to concentrate on each and every student. I'll get to know what is a weakness and what is a strength as well. So we as a teacher are not always looking at the weaknesses, but we are also looking at the strength, and we try to modify that weakness into strength again. How are we able to compare that? So this is only possible on the platform named Swiflearn, right? Not only this, there is a dedicated mentor academic team. What does this team do? This team tracks your classwork, the way you're performing in the class, how you're doing your home task that is given to you. Not only that you're solving or not, but also the timings. Yes, timing is very important, guys. Even if I know it or not, if I'm not able to solve that quickly, I am not able to complete my paper, right? Yes, so for that, timing is important and this team takes a track. The moment you take more time, they give us an alert, a red alert that says that the student was able to solve it, but comparatively took a lot of time. So we as a teachers come back to that question, explain or get to know what is the logic, where did you have stuck, what was your problem. All right, after that, when that is over, we are able to know and concentrate on that and give you more questions, right? Not only this, we cover syllabus as per school exam schedule. So by saying that we cover syllabus as a school exam schedule, we mean to say that whenever you have an exam, you tell us prior to that that I have the syllabus so that we can teach you and so that you can score good marks in your school exam. Isn't that great? Yeah, because end of the day, we all need good marks to show that yes, we are learning and the platform is working hard. Isn't that right? Yes, we also handle custom requests. So if you are in 9th, but you want to be prepared enough beforehand for 10th, because 10th are boards and everyone wants to compete and score good marks, make a good percentage, right, to achieve their dreams. So yes, we can do that as well. So just inform us beforehand that this is the topic which is very tough in 10th, maybe a 6 marks questions which are always there. So try to learn those topics beforehand. So yes, we can do that. So with all this, don't you see that there is a sincerity in us? We are taking the education to the next level where a child is able to understand the topic, and sincerity is there from our part as well as from student. Yes, that is the reason why this platform Swiflearn is called India's most sincere learning destination. Yes, we teach classes from 1 to 10. So everyone, whoever is there from grade 1 to 10 can kindly enroll for a free trial class. So we are not charging anything for the trial class, where you can go and check that whatever we are teaching here, is it true or not. So whatever I am saying today, you can go and have a check. And if you are satisfied, then kindly come back and comment on this video. Yes, ma'am, you were right. And even if you're not, then highlight our points which you think that are not appropriate. So we'll work more harder, because we always say we work harder. Yes. So our key features are detailed progress report. So there is a statistics that is there on your panel, which keeps on telling that how are you performing in that particular subject, along with that particular topic as well. Not only the topic, the subtopic as well. Okay. So each and everything onto the minor of the point is taken into account. And if in case which is a drop in a statistics, we get a red alert. Tan, tan, tan. Yes, right. So it's a red alert which says that, see, the child is giving drop. There's somewhere he's lacking behind. So we try harder and we come back to that student and make that graph to excel, to start rising again, right? Yes. Not only this, there is a Swiflearn SATs. It's a Swiflearn academic test series that says that there is a test which you are competing with so many students. It's not like a school exam where there is 150 students and you realize that you have competed, you have earned, you have reached to the first level. But it's not that in the real world, right? The real world is such a big, and so many students are competing with each other. And in the board exams, if I talk about right there, everyone is on the roll that there's 10th board going on. Yeah, it's on the process of coming up. So everyone is in the mood of boards. Yeah, so for knowing that, are you able to compete that or not, the SATs are there for you. And in case you think that you have not performed to the level you wanted on a particular topic, then why to worry? There is a platform which is helping you. Swiflearn is helping you in that also. See, we are providing unlimited practice test series. So you can practice, because practice makes the human being perfect. And we want our students to be perfect in whatever thing they are learning from us. Not only that, there are some teachers which help you in other various topics as well. All right. And there is a subjective test series. So school exam is subjective. It's stepwise. So it's all the steps that is counting, right? So the steps, how to write the proof, what are the reasoning, if even that reasoning part, the bracket, what you have to write is important, because you don't lose that half a mark. We don't want our student to even lose a half a mark. We make them prepare for each and everything in advance. So kindly, if you like it and you think that we are doing a hard work and our hard work counts in front of you, then kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel. Press on the bell icon so that you guys never miss any update. So there are so many good teachers which are coming here live, teaching to you free of cost with all the content. So this can be done, right? I hope whoever is here right now with me is going on the clicking on the subscribe button as well as the bell icon, so that you never miss any updates. Right? And share this video to the maximum of your friends so that they can come here and we can have an interactive and live sessions. And like the video if you want, if you think that it's worth it and you are learning something great from us. All right, everyone, I hope till now you have subscribed and press on the bell icon. Yeah? Okay, great. So you can say hi, you can tell me your name so that I can take out your names, because I see so many students there with me. So let's interact, because we say that platform is an interactive. Swiflearn gives an interactive class, so why not do it here on YouTube as well? Yes, guys? So let me have your comments, okay? Great. So let's start with the platforms. This one, the topic is statistics part 5th. So we have already done 4 videos. I hope you have seen all of them. If not, then not a problem. Today we'll do the revision, and in case you think there is some problem, you can comment me. I'll solve that and explain it to you there and then. Even if then you are a little bit dicey or you do not know the depth of that, what this platform says, then go back to the videos, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th of the statistics and revise it. All right. So here we go with the revision part, which we have already studied so far. So today we'll do revision. So it's like a quiz. All right. So I'll ask you the questions and you have to tell me the answers. So it's like who have studied so far with us. Okay. So here we go with the first question. What is data? Yes, guys, you are there with me for so many sessions. You have understood the topic so far, as if I believe. So let me know what have you studied so far. So what is data? Yes, can anyone tell me what is data? I'm waiting for your answers. Let's see who can tell me. Yes, guys, what is data? Okay, I can see someone is typing. All right, go ahead, do it. I'm waiting for your answers. What is data? Yes. All right. Great. So data is a fact or a figure which are numericals or otherwise the collection of a defined purpose. So if right now I ask you who all have solved the questions or who all have seen my previous videos, in that case मुझे कोई बोलेगा yes ma'am, no ma'am. So I'm just writing the data. किसने कितने तक देखा? So that is what my purpose is to know. Have you seen that? Have you understood the topic or not? So मेरा एक purpose है, right? So there is a defined purpose, a purpose for which I am collecting. I'm asking a question from you and I'm collecting that data. So that is what is the definition and the meaning that the fact or the figures, the numerical numbers or otherwise anything it would be, it is a collection of a defined purpose. So एक purpose है जिसके लिए मैं पूछूंगी और उसका जो answer आएगा, that is a collection is known as data. All right, great. So let's explain the methods of tabular representation of data. Data हम दो तरीके से tabularly represent करते हैं, so far I remember. So कौन-कौन से दो ways हैं? Quickly tell me. Which are the two ways of representing a data in a tabular form? Yes, guys. What's your answer? Two types of tabular representation of data. Yes, so what's the answer? That's right. So there is an ungrouped frequency distribution and there is one grouped frequency distributions. Well done, students. So these are the two ways in which we define the frequency distribution is defined where there is no grouping done. So it's an individual thing that's happening. Whereas the next category is that in which there is a grouping done. So there is a class interval. All right. Great. Moving on to the next question. It says, graphical representation of data. Which are the ways in which we can represent the graphically? Data can be represented graphically. So which are the ways in which you do it? So I not tell 1, 2, 3. You need to tell me how many ways are there. So it's 1, 2 or 3. How many ways have we learned so far that we can represent a data in a form of graphic? So in a graph, how do we represent a data? So how many types have we studied so far? Yes, guys. How many types have we studied? That's right. So we have studied 3 types. That is a bar graph, a histogram, and the third is frequency polygon. Yes, so bar graph, histogram, and frequency polygons are the 3 types of data representation which is done on a graphical way. Great. So what do we remember by bar graph? If you remember something about bar graph, what was it? Yeah, representation of bar in a form of a bar, like a chocolate bar, right? So on a graph, we'll make a chocolate bars, yummy Kit Kat bars, something like that, right? Yes, so we'll make those bars on the graph. Now, when it comes to bar graph, so what is the difference in a bar graph and a histogram? In histogram also, we make those chocolate type bricks. So what is the difference in that? Yes, anyone can tell me the main thing, how do I differentiate or imagine or visualize when a question comes up bar graph, then how should it look ideally and how it should look when it's a histogram. So what is the difference? Yes, guys, well done. The difference is the gap. There should be a bar and then should be equal gap done between the next bar, right? So they are separated with a gap, whereas in histogram, they all are together. Very good. How about the frequency polygon? Polygon, remember something which had sides, so we'll connect those lines with the highest and the middle point of the class interval. But how about if it's not given in a class interval? Then also we can do that without making a histogram. Yes, we can. So we'll do those questions we have already done in the video previously. If you don't know or you have any doubt for that, kindly go to the previous videos and see from the basics how we are doing. In case you have any doubt, you can come back and comment. Otherwise, we will revise it today as well. All right, great. Now the next question is measures of central tendency. How do we measure central tendencies? So there are the different ways of measuring tendency. What are they? Yes, guys, what are the different ways of measuring tendencies? Central tendencies? Yes, very good. So there are three ways: mean, median, mode. 3 M's, right? Mean, median, mode. Perfect. Great. So what is mean? What is median? What is mode? We all know. Do you guys know what is mean? What is median? What is mode? Yeah? Okay, let's see who tells me what's the meaning of mean. Yes, guys, what do you mean by mean? Anyone can tell me this. What does the mean mean? It means average. Very good. How about median? Median refers to the midpoint, right? Yes. How about the mode? Which is happening to the maximum more frequently. The maximum frequency, whichever thing has a maximum frequency who's repeatedly coming up, we call it a mode, right? So how do we calculate the average? Can anyone tell me the formula for calculating the average or the mean? Yes, guys, let's see who can give me the answer. What is the formula or a way of calculating the mean, the average? Yes. Let me see who's there with me and who's giving me the answers. Yeah, I'll wait a couple of seconds because I know you need some time to type. So I'm there waiting for a couple of seconds so that you can type the complete formula and you can let me know. All right, so let's see who gives me that answer first. What is the formula for calculating the average or the mean? Yes, that's right. It's known as sum of observations, right? It's observations upon the number of observations. So how many observations or how many numbers or how much data is given to me, I will calculate the sum, will add all the values and divide by the number of the observations we have added, and then we'll get to know the mean, the average. How about the median? So median we have studied in a two-way. If you remember, median is depending on the number of observations, right? So if an observation is even or odd, so that depends. So number of observations, right? So if the observations number n that we represent, if it can be even or it can be odd. We remember that any number can be classified in the category of even or odd. Yes, so when a number is even or when a number is odd. So let's consider the first category that says odd. So if n is odd, then what is the formula? N plus 1 by 2th term or the value will be the answer, right? Whereas when the second one we talk about it's even, then we have two things, n by 2th and the second is n by 2 plus 1th value. So these two comes out to be together known as a median. Am I right? Yes, and mode is very simple. जो सबसे ज्यादा आता है वही मोड हो जाता है ना. जोन सा नंबर बार बार रिपीट होता है वो हमारा मोड होता है. Very easy for this one. Yes guys. So let's start with a question. So here is a question. Let's see who gives me the answer. All right. So my question says calculate the mean of 20 observation is given to me. That is 17. So mean, that is here, the old mean is given to me, that is 17. If the observations are there, but unfortunately what happened when I was calculating the mean, I realized that I have taken 40 number, but instead of that I had to take 12. अगर मैं नंबर ही गलत ले लूंगी तो ऑटोमेटिकली मीन गलत आएगा, राइट? अब उसको रेक्टिफाई करने के लिए उसको विजुअलाइज करके आप देखो कि अगर मैं रेक्टिफाई करना चाहती हूँ तो मैं क्या करूं? मैं दोबारा उन नंबर्स को सबको ऐड करूं, फिर उससे डिवाइड करूं. वो लॉजिक सही है या फिर कुछ और तरीका भी है जिससे मैं अपनी चीज को रेक्टिफाई कर सकती हूँ, नया मीन निकाल सकती हूँ? So one is very easy. When I know all the data, उसकी जगह मैं 40 की जगह दोबारा 12 को यूज कर लेती हूँ, जो मेरे को सही है, राइट है, दोबारा सबको ऐड करूँ और उससे डिवाइड कर दूँ. सिंपल, ये मैं कर सकती हूँ. बट डोंट यू थिंक ये 20 ऑब्जर्वेशंस में अगर मेरी एक ही चीज की गलती हुई है तो मेरे को दोबारा वो 20 को ऐड करना पड़ेगा? इज इट लॉजिकल? No. So for doing that, we can do it in some other way. So what is the way? Can you guys tell me, what do you think, what will be the way? Yeah, anyone who has an idea or has a visualization, how can we work on this particular question? So see, this is a practical way. Naturally, human tendency है, हमसे गलतियां हो सकती हैं. But how do we rectify? When we are learning this thing, we will use that in future. So we'll realize that each and every question is whichever is shared on this platform named Swiflearn, we give the real-time examples. कि हम ये topic पढ़ ही क्यों रहे हैं, right? This is the question that comes in our mind every time. Why are we studying? So this is one of the example, and this is where this platform Swiflearn stands different from other platforms. We tell you the reality, we tell you where it is used so that you know why are you studying, right? Yes. So let's all come back to this question and let's solve this. It says mean is given to me. All right. I know the formula that the mean is equals to sum of observations upon the number of observations, right? This is what the formula is that we have revised. Yes. Now, if I know the mean and I know the number of observations, how many are they? 20. So, can I find out the sum of observations? Guys, can we do that? Yes, we can. Let's see how, okay? So, let me take a space here. Let me remove this robot and let's see how are we able to do that. Okay, so I'm taking this much space so that we can solve it, okay? Yes. So, how do we do this? Ma'am, no sound. Can't you hear me? Oh, really? Let's see again, once again. Can you hear me, guys? Can you say hi or no? Yes or no? Can you hear me? No sound. Oops. Let me check once again with the management. But still, whoever can hear me, maybe it's a technical issue. Just check. Other people other one can hear me? Can you all hear me? Can you comment? Please, we'll take a pause right now and find out that is there any sound? Can you hear me or not? Okay, so Harmeet Singh is saying that there is no sound. Let me see who else is saying that you cannot hear me. Rest everyone, can you hear me? Yeah? Yes or no? Let me know so that we can start that if you can hear me or not. Yes, can you hear me, guys? Okay, so let's try once again. Harmeet, maybe you are able to hear me. Okay, because you said and you replied that when I asked you cannot hear me, you said no, ma'am. So how do you know that I'm asking this question? Are you trying to play with me? Is it something like that? Okay, let's see. Are you able to hear me? Yeah, so I found it out that you are trying to play with me. All right, not a problem. It's fun time. We are here to connect. Not a problem. So let's start with the question. It says, when the mean is given to me, that is 17, and the sum of observation I have to calculate. In that case, mean I have to multiply with number of observations, right? So mean is 17. I know number of observations, it's 20. So it's multiplied by 20. How do I get 17 has to be multiplied by 20. So what is the answer? It's 340. Right. So now I know the sum of observations. I know the sum, right? So when I know the sum, that means I have done some mistake in the sum, right? So what did I do? I added 40. So in that case, what will be the new sum which I want technically? It is like, okay, I added 40 by mistake. Let me subtract it. Okay, I've subtracted 40. What do I want to add? I want to add 12. So let me add it. So when I add this, what do I get? I get the new sum equal to 312, right? I got the sum. Now what is asked from me? It's asking me the new mean. So I know the new sum. I know the number of observations. Can I know what is the new mean? Yes, guys, the new mean is sum of observations 3, 1, 2 has to be divided by 20. So when I divide it, I'll get answer 15.6. Are you able to understand this question, guys? Yes? Great. Well done then. So this is the way we'll do it. So whenever the mean is given to me and the observations, I know it. So I can find out the sum of observation by just multiplying it by taking it on the other side. Now when I have added observation by mistake, I'll subtract it and I'll add some other one. And then by this, we will able to find out the new mean. All right, guys. Great. Moving on to the next one. It says, here we got the answer, 15.6. Well done. Okay, so moving on to the next question. It says, determine the mean of first 10 natural numbers. All right, so let's see. How do we calculate the mean of first 10 natural numbers? Okay, so first of all, this question comes and we are stuck. It's very easy, but we don't remember what is a natural number. Then I am not able to solve that, right? So first thing, you tell me what is a natural number. From where does it start so that I can find out the first 10 natural numbers? Yes, guys, what is a natural number? Yes, the mean of first 10 natural numbers, I have to find out. The natural number starts from 1, 2, 3, 4. The natural number means the natural way of counting. Right? If I give you a basket of apples and I tell you how to count them, so you'll start with 1. You'll never start with 0. You'll say 0 apple. No, right? You'll say 1. So this is naturally we are doing it. That's why we call it natural numbers. Okay. Now it says the first 10. That means it's 1, 2, 3, so on till 10. I have to find out the mean. So in that case, what do I have to do? Very simple. Mean means sum of observation upon total observations, right? So let me add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10, right? Upon how many it's there? There are 10. So I'll write 10. Now I'll give you a trick to solve this, okay? This is the thing which no other teacher or no other platform will teach you. I'm saying that because I know no one has taught me this way. I used to do is 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10. This is the way I'm doing it. So what is happening? The moment I get big numbers, I am taking more time, right? The easiest way out is, I know this 9 plus 1 will be 10. Right? So 10 plus 10 becomes 20. 8 plus 2 becomes 30. 7 plus 3 becomes 40. 6 plus 4 becomes 50. And 5. 55 is the answer. So easy is it? Isn't it? Is it or not? Yes. But when I start from 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 4, 10. 4 plus 5, 15. Now 15 plus 6, I take a pause. Then after that, I add 7, I take a pause. So this is what makes this platform different. So kindly subscribe and press on the bell icon so that these little updates, these little tips which no other platform is teaching, you get to know on this YouTube live. So isn't that great? You are investing that 1 hour with us, but you are learning something out of the box which is not taught anywhere else. Yes, guys, I hope you all will subscribe to the channel. Coming back, I'll tell you one more way of doing it. I'll repeat it. It's the same way, but I'll repeat now, okay? So I'll change the color and say, see, this is 10. I'll keep this 10. I know this 9 and the first one becomes 10. 9 plus 10? 9 plus 1 becomes 10, becomes 20. Now 8 plus 2 becomes 30. 7 plus 3 becomes 40. 6 plus 4 becomes 50 and left with 5. So it's 55. So like this, my calculation becomes easier. 55 by 10, that becomes 5.5. So this is the mean which we have to calculate. Let's see, have we done the right or not? So let me erase this and see is the right answer or not. See, it's the right answer and I did not take so much of time. See, time management is really very important when you're giving the exam. The maximum time is left for the revision, the better it is. The more time you will revise, you will find out the minor mistakes that a human being can make, or the reasoning is not done. You can concentrate on that later. right? So this is what, remember that time is important. So try to use different techniques which no one is teaching, which only Swiflearn is teaching, and that's make this platform apart from other platforms. All right, so here we go with the next question. It says find the range of the given data. So it's a data given to you and you have to find out the range. Now, what is a range? I don't remember. Are you guys, do you know what is range? Can you help me out in finding this answer? Yes, let me see who is the one who is so good enough, who is helping me to find out the range. So who can tell me that, ma'am, you forgot it. Now I am here to tell you what is a range. Yes, let me see who's telling me. So what is a range? Yes, guys, what is a range? Okay, how do we calculate the range? Yes, can I see the answer? Great. So range is known as the difference between the highest value and the lowest value, right? So in the data, whichever is the highest value, if I'll take that and subtract it from the lowest value, I should get the range of that given data, right? So now can you tell me which is the highest one? Till far, how do we find it? It's pretty easy. You can simply look at the data. You can tell me the highest one, right? So let's see who tells me first the highest data. So which is the highest number in this data? Yes, guys, that's easiest question, right? So among this, which is the highest number that you think? 25 so far, then 18, no, 20, no, 25, no, 16, no, till, no. Okay, I got the highest to be 32. Am I right? Yes? Okay. So 32 is the highest. Moving on to the lowest. Which is the lowest? Let me see. 6 so far. Okay, let me go down and check. Okay, 6. So is 32 minus 6. So what is the answer? When I subtract 32, 6 out of 32, what do I get? 32 minus 6 is 26. So the range of this particular data is 26. Let us check is the right answer or not. Have I done the right calculation or not? Yes, that's right. So the answer is 26. Great. Moving on to the next question. Let me see who gives this answer first, because we have discussed this question in the previous video. So let me see who's studying with me and who's understanding the topic. All right. Okay, so here we go with the question. It says if the median of the data of arrange in ascending order. It's already told that it is ascending order and we have to find out the median. It's given to me that the median is 40. And now I have to find out the value of x. So how do I find out the value of x in this particular question? Okay, median is given to me. So let's break the question. Whenever you are reading a question and still you get stuck, I don't know how to proceed. So let's read the question in a slow motion. All right. Yeah. So it means median. Median is given to me. Okay. All right. It's given to me 40. And it said it is arranged in ascending order. Okay. So that sorting has been done for me. So that's not a problem now. Okay. How much data is given to me? Because for knowing the median, I should know the n. N stands for the number of observations, right, which is given to us. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So N is 8. What is it? It is even, right, guys? It's an even number. So in that case, there will be 2 medians and then we have to take that, right? So one is N by 2th and the other is N by 2 plus 1th. Right. So n by 2 it stands for 8 by 2, which becomes the 4th, and next becomes 8 by 2 plus 1 becomes 5th. Right. So now I have 4th and 5th observation. Let me see what is the 4th and what is the 5th. Yeah, can you all tell me what is the 4th observation and what is the 5th observation? Let me see who's giving me the answer. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, the 4th observation is x. And the 5th observation is x plus 10. Now in that case, when I say median is this, that means I am adding the 4th and 5th observation. I am adding it and divide it by 2. This is how we calculate the median, right? Yes, so it becomes, what does it become later? What happens next? What happens next is that this becomes 2x plus 10 by 2 is equals to 40. So 2x plus 10 becomes 80. 2x becomes 80 minus 10, that is 70. 2x is now 70. Then what is the value of x? Anyone can tell me what's the value of x now? Yes, it's 70 divided by 2, which comes out to be x is equals to 35. So this is your answer. X is equals to 35. So let me see the value of x is 35 or not. Let us check. So here we go. That's the right answer. Yippee, we have done it. Yeah. Yeah, it feels so much excitement, right? When we do a question and we get the right answer. Yes, it happens with us too. All right. So for a particular year, the following is the distribution of the ages of a primary school teacher. So it's a distribution given to me. And now it's a question asked from me. So what is asking? The first question is to write the lower limit of the first class interval. So who can give me this answer? This is pretty easy. It is very, very easy, and it's just a half a mark question or a 1 mark question depending on your teacher. She'll put it in front of you, but right now this question would carry approximately 4 marks and then 1 mark each. All right. So let me see what is the answer for the first one. What do you give me the answer? The lower limit of the first class interval. So let's go to the first class interval. Which is the first one? This one. So which is the lower? This is the higher, this is the lower. So what is the answer? 15. So the right answer for this one is 15. All right? Great. Moving on to the second part. It says determine the class interval of the fourth class. Like class limit of the fourth class interval. So let's go. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is the class interval and what is the class limit? It's 30 to 35, right? So what is it? 30 to 35. So this is the answer. That's right. Great. Moving on to the next one. Find the class marks. So what is the class marks for 45 to 50? So for the class marks means what am I asking? How do we calculate the class marks? Remember, do you get the point? What was the class marks that we have discussed in the previous video? It means adding the lowest term, right? And adding the highest value and then adding them and divide it by 2. Am I right? Yes. So it's given to me the class interval. In that case, I'll just add these two. So let 50 plus 45 by 2, which comes out to be 95 by 2. Am I right, guys? Yes, great. So what is it when we divide 95 by 2? So what does it happen? 95 by 2 becomes? Yeah, so let's divide. 4 2s are 8. Then it comes out to be 15, 7 point and then 5. So it's 47.5 is the answer for this question. Right, guys? Yes. Moving on to the fourth one. It says determine the class interval, class size. So what is the class size here? Yes, guys, what is the class size? We can take any one of the option and find out the class size. So what is the class size? 20 minus 15, it's 5. 25 minus 20, then also it's 5. 30 minus 35, then also it's 5. So what is it? 5. So the last answer is 5. Well done, students. Are you able to understand and solve it? Yes. So let me see who will give me the answer for the next one. So here's the answer that we have discussed. Here we come with the second question. Now the question is a little different. So this is what we have done. We have showed you different ways of solving a question. All right. So what are the different ways in which a question can be asked? We have come together in the last video of this chapter so that we can revise on the various variety of questions. And if you can solve this, that means most of the syllabus have been covered by you. All right. So in the figure, there is a histogram depicting the daily wages of a worker in a factory. Construct a frequency distribution table. So now the graph is given to me. I have to construct a table. So isn't that easy? Can you do that, guys? Isn't it easy? Yeah. So let's find out. So let's start with the first step, that is to know the value, right? So what is it? I'll go on the top. It comes till here. It is 50. Okay. This is 30. Okay. This is how much? This is 40. All right. Coming up, going here, checking from here, it becomes 20. Going here, top, it becomes 10. All right, so this is what is the frequency, because the bar shows the frequency, right? I have to see on the y-axis. We all know the horizontal one is the x-axis, the vertical one is the y-axis. So we'll go from the x-axis to the top and see it at the y, what is the value, right? So this is how we got the corresponding values. Now we have to make a table. So how do we make a table? Yeah, it's a histogram. So remember, histogram has to have a class interval, right? So we will make this in a form of a class interval. Pretty simple. So we'll start from which one? Which one it starts first? 150. So we'll start from 150 to 200. Similarly, we'll go till how much? 400. That's right. So let's see, are we able to get that or not? So it should be 150 to 200. That was 50. 200 to 50, that was 30, 250 to 300, 35, then 20, and then 10, right? And later on, you need to add the frequency. That is very, very important. Clear, guys? Yes? Great. Now, coming up to the next question, it says that the 30 children were asked about the number of hours they watched the television program in the previous week. So, it's a rough and unarranged data. But what do we call that? We call it a raw data is given to us. And what are they asking? They are asking us to make a frequency distribution of this table and make a class interval. So it's given me that the width of the class interval or class width should be 5. One of them should be 5 to 10. So a way in which they are telling me that an interval is given to you. All right, guys. So it's given 5 to 10. So when I know it's 5 to 10, I have to move ahead, right? So it's 5 to 10. That means which is the lowest one. So before starting, the first step is to know the lowest one. So which is the lowest one so far I have seen? See, I've seen 1 from the first. So I know it has to start from 0 to 5, right? Because the 5 they want. Next, it wants me to add 10, 5 to 10. All right, I'll do that. But I'll remember that I'll add 5 in the next column, right? 5 is not included here, right? The next comes 10 to 15, where 15 is not included, whereas 10 is included. Here on the top, 10 is not included. So let me go. Is there something more than 15? Yes, it is. So I'll move the next one, 15 to 20. Now, after this, what do? You can do it different way. You can calculate it and then write the frequency, or the other way is make a tally bar, right? And then you add it and write the frequency here. So it's up to you. How do you want to represent this frequency distribution? There is no hard and fast rule that you have to use a tally. All right. Now, if I am on your side and I'm using tally, then how will I do? I'll take 1. Okay, I'll put 1 tally here, cut it here. 6, cut. 6 would come here. 2 on the top. 3 on the top. Where will the 5 come? Remember, this is important. 5 will not go in the upper category because the upper limit is not included. Whereas in the second category, we'll take 5. So we'll cross it and put it here, the second category of 5 to 10. Similarly, you will make this table, this tabular graphic table you can make, and when you realize, you can make the frequency and the total should come out to be 30. This is a way of checking it, right, guys? Yes, I told you that we teach something out of the box which is not told to you somewhere else. So we are here teaching you that, see, when you do this, you calculate. If this comes out to be whatever is given to us in the data, 99% you have done right. It may be 1% or 2% we can say that you have chosen the 5 in the upper one or 10 in the upper one, which is a problem. That is a mistake that students do. So both the things that the students commit a mistake, we are here to tell you before that. So I know I don't have to do this. I don't have to cross that line. It's already in my mind. So I will not do that mistake, right? Yes. So like this, you can make a table. Moving on to the second question says, how many children can walk more than 15? 15 or more than 15. So that means I have to include 15 as well and more than 15. So which is it? Let's see. So you will make the table. So you will finally get it from here only how many are there. But as if I have not made it, so I will go and tell you directly. Okay. So far on the first line, there is nothing more than 15. Second one, it's 15. Okay. and this is also there. That's it. So that means when you will see, you will have 2 tally here. This will be 2, and the second question's answer would be directly 2. Am I right? Yes? Great. Okay. So I hope you can make this table. That is pretty easy, and you have to just remember that you don't include the upper value in that, right? All right. Obtain the mean of the final distribution, also find the mode. All right, so let's do this question together. Let's see who all can do this with me. So it's saying that marks obtained out of 60. So some of the students obtained 5. How many obtained 5? 7. 15 marks were obtained by 10, 20 by 6, 35 by 8, 40 by 12, 45 by 3, 50 by 5, 60 by 4. So in that case, when I have to calculate, so how will I do? Yes, guys. So here, remember we said use sigma. Remember this stands for sum. So where I is equals to a value till the top. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 1, 2, 8. This would be xi. This would be fi. So it's fi xi, right? So mean is calculated by sigma I 1 to 8 fixi upon sigma I is equals to 1 to 8 of fi, right? This is what we have learned. Yes, so we'll just use this formula. So what are the things that I need? One thing is addition of all of this. This I can add, right? This is easy. So I can add 7 plus 10 plus 6 plus 8 plus 12 plus 3 plus 5 plus 4, right? So when I add this, what do I get? What do I get the sum? I'll get the sum as 55. I have done it before. And guys, just wait for a second and see. If you are doing it 7 plus 10, 17 plus 6, you are stuck for a second. I know you guys, you will get stuck. But what if I give you a trick here? What do you do is you see 8, right? And here 12. So 8 and 12 comes out to be 20. Okay, 6 plus 4, I know it's 10. So I've used 10, 30, right? 7 plus 3 comes out to be 10, becomes 40. 1 is 50. And what is left? 5, 55. So haven't I done a addition in a clever way? Yeah, I know these pairs. I know adding them is easy. So I have used that logic and solved my question the quickest way possible. Isn't that great? A smart move? Yes, this is a smart move. So you are saving time and you are accurate that this calculation is perfectly right because you know 10 easily, right? This is in our blood. We already have done it so many questions on this and we know we'll not make a mistake, right? Yes, so why don't use that brain and act as a smart child? All right, now by this I have calculated it to be 55. Now what do I need? Fixi. So that means I have to make a column of Fixi where I'll multiply. 7 5s are 35. What was here? Just a second. Let me remove it and see. So it's 15. All right. So it was fi. Let me write it again. So 15 into 10 becomes 150. This becomes 120. When I multiply this, 35 into 8, I get 280 and so on. I can do that. Later, I can calculate sigma fixi where I will add all of this. Now putting that value up and down, divide it, I will get the value. All right. So I have already done it. If not, you can do it directly. 12 into 4, it is 480. 45 into 3, 5 3s are 15. 1 carry, 4 3s are 12 plus 1, 13. So 135, right? It becomes 250. And this becomes 240. All right. Easy with this one. Multiplication is very easy. We know this, right? So now when I have done it, I know on adding this, I will get 1690. I have to divide it by 55. I know both of them comes in a 5 table. So why not simplify then? And if then I am not able to solve, I'll put it and divide it by 11 and a decimal point. Right? So by this, you can get the value of the mean in decimals. I am very sure you can do that. But now the question is where you'll find a problem is find the mode. What do you think? What should be the mode? Mode should be a thing which has more frequency, right? Which is repeating it more times. So which is the frequency? Which has the maximum frequency? That is here, 12. So that means 40 is repeated 12 times. So what is the answer? Can you tell me? The mode is 40. That's right, guys. So whatever things that repeats more is known as mode. So in that case, mode is 40. I hope it is clear, and try to be smarter. Try to understand how cleverly, how smartly you can solve a question, and you're sure that you will not commit spelling this calculation mistakes, right? So this can be done in a different altogether way. All right, so here's a question for you, which is a homework, which I always give to my students. So let me see, are you guys making it or not? And I'll go back to your comments and see that who all are able to do it and who was not able to do this. All right, so for this, I will have to show you this question. So this question says that in a school marks, it's given obtained out of 80 students a given table. So it's a table out of which 80 students are going. I have to draw. What do I have to draw? I have to draw a histogram and also make a frequency polygon. So you have to do two things, histogram as well as frequency polygon. So can you guys do it? No, I think you will be not. Or if someone are very smart, you can. But the student here will have a problem, that is the middle value is given to me, whereas in a histogram, it has to be a class interval. It has to have a continuous one. But whereas there is just one value given to me. So how many number of students? Okay, frequency is given to me. That is not a problem. But here the middle number is given. I don't know how to calculate the class interval. Then what do I do, guys? Can you help me out? I'm little stuck. Yeah, can you comment and tell me that how will I do this question? Yes, yes. Yes, we can do it by simply looking, okay, this is the middle value. That means I have to take a range in such a way that this becomes a middle value. So when I look at 305 is a middle value. So what should be that range in which this comes out to be a middle value, guys? Yes. So I'll start from 300 and I'll end from 310. So will this not be a middle value? Yes, so I got first class interval. Similarly, if 310 to 320, 320 to 330. See, when I know one, automatically बाकी सब भी आ रहे हैं, right? और check भी हो रहा है कि हाँ सही है या नहीं, क्योंकि 25 बीच में ही आएगा, right ना? So 330, 330 to 3, how much? 340, right? Now 340 to 350. 350 to 360. That's right. So now I have the content, I have the class interval, I have the frequency. Can I make a histogram? Pretty easy, we can, but just remember to put a break because we are not starting from 0 directly to 300. So it has to have a break, right? Yes, the second thing, the thing which we miss is a break that loses marks. This is what I have to tell you. The third thing is I will not start from 300 because I have to make a frequency polygon. So I will start from one end before. So I have to take 290 to 300, making it 0 because I need it. And at the end 360 to 370, that also will have a 0 frequency. Just remember these minor things and I'm pretty sure you will be able to do this and you will never ever have a problem and you will not lose even a single mark in solving these statistics question. Alright guys, so kindly solve this and take a pause, make a pause, stop this video and solve these questions, and then when you realize that you have done it, then kindly comment and I am here to read your comments. Alright, thank you so much everyone. Kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel, press on the bell icon so that you never miss any updates. So you don't come late in the class and you say, oh ma'am, I did not know that you were coming today. So it's a heartbreaking for me too when I don't see my students here live, right? So kindly connect to each other on the time and call your friends all together so that we can have a fun time at YouTube channel, right? Okay guys, till then take care and be safe.